Amani Oruwariye has his work cut out for him as there is some stiff competition in the Lions cornerback room. Let's talk Lions. Welcome back. Happy day of the week, whatever day it may be. Thanks for being here. Guys, just want to let you know I will not be live streaming tomorrow at 11 a.m. I know that Saturdays at 11 are basically our standing appointment. However, nothing has transpired this week in the Lions world. There's no news, so I'm not going to do that. It's the dry desert out here. We're the Koopa Bros, and there are banana peels littered everywhere. Nothing is going on. We will be back at it once news starts to develop, once training camp kicks off again. So we're just going to take a little bit of a break here for a little bit. So after I put out the video about Jeff Okudah earlier this week, I wanted to take another deeper dive into the cornerback room as a whole. Very specifically looking at Amani Oruwariye and the left side starting cornerback position. Who's it going to be? There is some serious competition coming into this offseason, this preseason, and it's actually quite exciting to see. At the moment, between the right and left side cornerback positions, we have quite a few guys listed. On the right side, we have Jeff Okudah, we have Iffy, Corn Elder, and Jerry Jacobs. On the left side, we have Amani Oruwariye, Quinton Dunbar, Alex Brown, and Mike Ford. Between those 8 guys, you have to understand, on a 53-man roster, DBs, usually they're slotted about 9 to 10 spots on a team. Every team is different. There's so many variables. What kind of defense are you running? So many different variations as to how many guys you could have on your active roster. So you see these 8 guys here. There are a few more that I'm not even getting into. But looking at those 8, I think some of the major competition will be on the left side of the field. And it's going to be between Oruwariye, Iffy, and Quinton Dunbar. Oruwariye has quite the work cut out for him if he wants to solidify that starting position on the left side of the field. Look, Okudah will be the starting cornerback on the right side. That I don't doubt at all. I really think that he has all the intangibles. He has what it takes. I think last year you saw in the video that you could check out up here. Posted that earlier this week. All the reasons why I think he's going to have a bounce back year. So I do believe that Jeff Okudah is the starting right cornerback. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the left side that is most intriguing. Amani Oruwariye is going into his 3rd year with the Lions. He's had glimmers of hope, of promise. However, not in any sort of way where I can look and say, oh yeah, the duo is going to be Okudah and Oruwariye. Nah. However, in my Okudah video, I really talk about how much the incompetency of coaching affected Okudah, and it really has the same translation to Amani. But in the same way, we can't just blame poor coaching over and over again. Looking at Amani's stats last year, he struggled pretty heavily. But I mean, who didn't defensively for the Lions other than Okwara? I mean, quite frankly, it was like looking out into the night sky, into the great black abyss, and there were just a couple specks of light, stars, if you will, but for the most part, it was a deep, dark abyss. In fact, Oruwariye's PFF grading coverage was about a 51. So, pretty garbage, like Oscar the Grouch in the garbage can. Now, granted, Oruwariye should not have been used to the degree that he was used last year. He shouldn't have had to have been. It just so happened that Moses walked into Egypt and was casting all these plagues at our players. And it was like frogs, locusts, flies, blood river, the angel of death. That was basically our cornerback room. The DBs as a whole, everybody just died. But now the competition is here. Quinton Dunbar specifically. He has had some solid performances in years past. He is a vet. He's been playing since 2015. That leadership, his excellence, and really, when you look at his 2019 season, he had some solid stats. Dunbar was a shutdown corner in that 2019 season. In fact, he earned an 87 under the PFF grading system. And the Detroit Lions also drafted Iffy out of Syracuse this year in the 3rd round. Iffy is a part of the future of the franchise, no doubt in my mind. That is absolutely certain. We saw it in that War Room video. You could tell how hyped Campbell, Holmes were to get Iffy, to get him where we got him. Iffy will be a huge part of the future of the cornerback room here in Detroit. It's going to be some heavy competition for that starting slot in Detroit this year. And honestly, I could see Iffy really making some waves to potentially get it. I don't know what he does. I don't know what this year is going to look like. We'll be able to see more as training camp unfolds. But at this point, where we're sitting, what we're looking at, my prediction for the Detroit Lions starting duo cornerbacks will be Jeff Okudah and Quinton Dunbar. I think Quinton Dunbar beats out Amani Oruwariye. He solidifies the left side of the ball. We use Amani a little bit less than last year, and you have an Okudah-Dunbar starting cornerback duo here in Detroit. Oruwariye is still going to have to shine this season, whether he's a starter or not. That rookie contract will be expiring, I do believe, next year. He has another year on it. So with that being said, Oruwariye will have to shine. He will have to prove that he is capable of being a starter, even if he's not that this year, and at least a solid backup. It's going to be an interesting year. There's going to be some stiff competition. Who do you guys think will be the starting cornerback duo here in Detroit? I know it's too early to tell, but hey, give it your best shot. Drop it in the comments. I'll look forward to reading it. And as always, I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.